Hello, everyone. What is up? Welcome to my beginner shuffle and shapes workshop. I'm so excited for this workshop because it is different than any other class I've taught. It is going to be packed full of knowledge to get you started on your shuffle journey. Whether you have never shuffled before a day in your life, or if you are familiar with it and know a little thing or two, it doesn't matter because I'm going to give you the whole rundown today. So if you have taken a previous class of mine, it is going to be a little bit different. Typically, I teach a choreography and I teach you like all the counts, and then that's the whole thing. This time, it's going to be more of like a tutorial kind of class where I'm just going to run through a bunch of different moves, teach you how to put them together. That way you guys can all feel comfortable dancing on your own, doing your own thing, and putting them together how you like. But I am gonna give you all combos to put them together and things like that, just not necessarily a choreography. So I'm not going to waste any more time, but one thing I do want to say, for people that are watching the recording, if at any point you have any questions or you're confused about anything, feel free to shoot me a message on Instagram and I'll get back to you ASAP and help you out. I'm here to help you guys. And yeah, that's really it. So we're going to stretch first. That's super important because you don't want to pull any muscles. This is a workout as well as it is just dancing and having fun. You do need to stretch. And after we stretch, we're going to get right into the shuffles. So it'll be broken up into 4 different parts. So the first part is the shuffling part, and I'm going to teach you the basics of shuffling. And then after that, I'm going to go into more shapes, which is like the fancy footwork that looks cool. And you're like, how the heck is she doing that? I have some of those to go through. And then after that, we have transitions. So basically putting moves together and like going from one thing to the next thing, like how do you get there? And then after that, I have a bunch of combos I put together to help you guys with everything that you're going to learn in the beginning. So that way you can put them together and have something to show for it. So with that being said, let's just get right into stretching and get into the class. Yeah. So you guys can follow along or do your own thing. Just make sure you stretch real good. Make sure you guys stretch those ankles. muscles really well because you're gonna need it. Stretch out those arms.
Your chest needs no more stories. I wanted to put you not even sorry. Still posting pictures, feeling important. But you're still alone when you wake up in the morning. So the heartbeat's going just too damn cold. Yeah, you think about being far apart. Yeah. Cause nothing changes in
One last thing.
yeah, and when I dream before without me,
You're all loosened up and ready to go. Alright, I'm gonna lower this for a second so I can chat and you guys can hear me. We're gonna get right into the shuffling part of the workshop. Make sure also you guys have water. I don't know if I've said that. Super important. Stay hydrated throughout the whole thing. If you need to take breaks at any point, take a break. You might run out of breath. You might not be able to keep up. That's totally fine. This class is for you. So if you need to take a break, take a break. You get a recording with this. You can always come back and watch it at any time at your own pace. So we're not going to waste any more time, and we're just going to get right into it. So I'm going to start out by teaching you guys the running man, which I'll show you what it looks like first, and then I'll break it down. So it looks like this. Yeah, from the front it looks like this. And then from the back, it looks like this. So this is the foundation to shuffling. It all starts with the running man, and this move is the most important move to master and to get good at. I still don't believe I've mastered it, but you know what? I'll always be a student in my eyes. But I do have some tricks and ways to teach you. I think I can teach you pretty well. So we're going to, remember, there are 3 steps in the running man. Not 2, there's 3. So the first step, you are going to be jumping out. And your body, your weight, you are going to stay centered. You don't want to be jumping out or jumping out. You're staying straight and center and jumping out. See? My legs are the only thing going that way. And you imagine you're making like a triangle. You see that shape from the ground to my legs? You make a little triangle, right? From the back, and it doesn't matter which leg you start with too. So when I do things from the back, that means that you can copy them exactly how you're seeing them. So my right foot is up front, my left foot is in the back. And now the next step of the running man is to pick up your back leg. And as you're picking up your back leg, your front leg is going to slide into the middle, like this. So think of like a little flamingo, right? So you're out, and then you slide it up, bring that knee up, and your front foot slides to the middle. And I'm still staying centered. Can't speak right now. So we have out, and then your back leg comes up, your front leg slides to the middle. From the back, you jump out, pick up that back leg, and your front leg slides to the center. So again, out, back leg comes up, front leg slides in. Cool? From here, you are going to repeat the same process, but this is the third step. So we have 1 and, well, that would be 2, but if you're going on counts, it would be and. And then 3 is to jump out. So I went from, right, I was in this position. The leg that is up here is going to shoot out in front of you, and the leg that you are standing on right now is going to shoot out behind you, and your body weight stays centered the whole time. That is the key. You're not leaning forward or sliding the whole time. You are standing straight up, and you are just doing this over and over again, right? So we jump out. Back leg comes up, front leg slides to the middle. Repeat the process. This top leg goes down, the leg here goes behind you. Out. And now you repeat, the back leg comes up, front leg slides to the middle, and then we repeat and we drop it down and jump out. So another thing to remember is to jump, right? It might be it's harder to slide because you're using more energy in your feet when you're sliding and you're not giving yourself that momentum. So jumping into each step is something that will really help you get a hang for the moves and to look cleaner when you're doing it. So you jump out, jump to the middle, and then you jump out again. From the back, we jump out, pick up your back leg, front leg comes in, jump down. Repeat, pick up your back leg, put it down. And you keep repeating this process. So this is very slow, and it looks awkward, but then when you get these movements and you speed it up, you have a Running Man. Voila. So, something I do want to say about the Running Man, when you were doing the Running Man to music and you're going to a certain like tempo, there are counts. So there are counts with everything in dance. So the move is really like one whole count for the Running Man. Say you're doing an entire 8 count of the Running Man. You are going to jump out 1. And then on the and count, so it wouldn't be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's too slow. You don't get that cool Running Man effect. So you pick up your back leg on the and counts. So you hear 1 and drop it down 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. Cool? So I have some slow songs queued up to practice just the Running Man to a slower beat. Let's see. No, which one do we want? Okay. Just give it a shot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Go slow. be like, oh my God, like I can't do it. Don't stress. It is all muscle memory. The slower you do it, sometimes it can be harder the slower you do it, or it can help your brain understand what your feet are trying to do. So everyone learns differently. So if it's easier for you to just put on a song and just try and do it, go for it. If it's easier for you to just stick with some counts and not focus so much on keeping up to a song, just do it with counts. Don't stress yourself out. So we're gonna go over it one more time, and then we're gonna move on. So we're gonna do it just with some counts. I'm gonna lower this. We're gonna do it just with some counts. See how you guys are feeling. So with counts, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8, and let's try it again. 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8, and. Okay. So, if at any point I'm moving too quickly for anyone, if you're in the live class, you can type in the chat and I could go over anything that you need more help with. But if you were watching the recording, pause it, keep watching it, keep doing it over and over again until you feel like you get it. That's the beauty of having a recording. You can do it at your own pace and go back to anything at any time to get more help. So the next move I'm going to teach you guys is the running man, but with a back step. So I'll show you what it looks like. It looks like this, and then I'm stepping back. You might not be able to tell from the front to from the side. It looks like this. 1, 2, 3, step back. 1, 2, 3, step back. That is it. So it is essentially, it's the running man. We're just adding an extra step in the middle of it. So you have your classic running man, out, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. So now when we are in this position, whichever leg, it doesn't matter, but when you're in that middle position, instead of dropping your foot forward and jumping out, we are going to go back, right? And you're just going to step back again instead of going forward, right? So the regular running man, you're jumping out, back leg up, down, back leg up, down, back leg up, go back, up. So you would do it, it's like a subtle step back. That's why it's called a step back. You're stepping back and then coming right back into that middle position. So then you can continue, right? And then repeat on the other leg. Right? Just get comfortable stepping back. When I do this, I pick up my left foot or right foot, the opposite foot that is kicking back. So if you can see, my leg is coming off the ground, but it doesn't matter if you're here and then you're stepping back and your leg is staying flat on the ground. It's totally fine. Something with shuffling is that everyone can like make it their own, and what feels natural for you might not feel natural to someone else. So if you naturally pick your leg up, that's fine. And if you don't, that's still fine. You're still hitting the move. It's just a little different. There's variations of everything. So don't like stress about the details and the little technical stuff, and just have fun with it too. So if we were doing this with counts, it would look like this: 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8, and I'm gonna do it from the back. We're gonna keep doing it slow with counts. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, and 2, and 3, and back 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8, and So we have the regular running man, and then you're adding in that extra step. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, and 2, and 3, and back 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8, and. Something that I do want to say when it comes to the running man, and not just the running man, but shuffling, when you, like, to make it look clean and to give it that, like, visually appealing look, I try and keep it balanced. So if I do something on the left leg, I'll usually do it again on the right. So it doesn't go for everything, like you don't have to, but I think it looks better if I, instead of just staying here the whole time and only doing that leg, like I could, but it looks a lot better when you could balance it on both legs, right? So don't stress yourself out too much, right? On how many you can do. And just keep repeating that. So let's try it again with some counts. 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, 6, 7, and 8, and. We're gonna try it with some music to see if you guys can get it to speed.
Show me who you are. We can find a place. Hold me.
All right. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So, some things, like I said, they're easier when you do them quicker, or they're like easier when you do them slower. Everyone is different, but there are certain moves that's like you could put on a fast song and then just pick it up immediately. Sometimes you might be like thinking about it too much when you're just doing it with counts. Okay, so we're going to move into the next move. We have the T-step. So the T-step looks like this. Right? So it is literally just stepping and pivoting your foot. So from the back, I'll do it. So starting on our left leg, forget about your right leg. Forget your right leg even exists. You might as well not even have it. You are going to be doing a heel, toe, heel, toe, heel, toe, right? So on your right leg, forget about your left leg. You're going heel, toe, heel, toe, heel, toe. So now there are many variations of a T-step and many ways that you could change it and make it look different and things that you could do to spice it up. But we're gonna keep it super, super basic today. And we're just going to step. So when your heel goes out, right? So we start heel, toe, heel, toe, heel, toe. When that first heel goes out, you're going to step your opposite leg out on the ground. And then when you go onto your toe, you're gonna pick it up. So you're out, and then when you go on your toe, you pick it up. And then you repeat, down, up, down, up, down, up. It might, if this is your first time doing it, it's not gonna click right away. And if it does, I'm so proud of you. But do not worry. The more, like, I struggled with this so much when I was learning how to shuffle. This was like the move that would trip me up the most because I couldn't figure out how to make my feet do this. It's like that thing where you try to like pat your head and rub your stomach. Like it just didn't make sense to me. But the more I practiced and just watched people do it and watched tutorials, it helped and it clicked. So trust me, it will if it's not right away. Don't get discouraged. So let's try it again. On our left leg, we're gonna go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and cool. Let's do it on our right leg now. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and so now when you are doing this, so to switch, say you're going to just go from here, right, and you want to go right into the other side, you're just making that extra step. So you're here 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and, or instead of picking that foot up on and, you would step it down. And now all your weight is on the right leg. So now you could go 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 and. So let's keep trying it with counts. And we're going to do it a little quicker every time. So let's do it super slow. 5, 6, 7, 8, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Switch. 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 and switch. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Switch. 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 and we're going to speed it up a little bit. 5, 6, 7, 8, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and switch. 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 and now we're going to speed it up a little bit more. We have 5, 6, 7, 8, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Switch. 5, 6, 7, 8. I hope that you guys are feeling comfy with that one. We're halfway through the shuffling part, the shuffling portion. So we're almost there. We're going to continue, or we're going to move on now to the next move, but it is basically just an extension of the T-step. This is called rocking. So it is using the T-step, but it's kind of, instead of just keeping it simple, it's a way to travel and to move side to side. So rocking looks like this. Right? Same thing over and over again. All right, so I'm just gonna break it down into the simplest terms for you guys. So like the T-step we just did, how I showed you heel, toe, heel, toe, right? It's that exact thing. So you're going 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and switch. 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 and. Now the only thing that's different is what your other leg is doing. So instead of just keeping it simple and just stepping that leg out, we are tapping our foot in different areas of our space. So the first one is the standard, what we do on a T-step. You go out, right? So you're out, or no. Yeah, sorry. We go out, cross, no, sorry, that was wrong. I'm going to start with this leg. So starting on our right leg, we're going to step back, forward, cross, open, right? I'm going to show you that one more time because I'm even confusing myself. Doing things slow sometimes makes it so much harder. So you're doing that same heel-toe movement with your right leg, and then your left leg is going to be stepping back, and then it's on your heel in the front, and then it crosses, so you tap over here, and then you open. And then this is where you would transition to now switch to the other side. So now you pick your leg up, you go back, forward, cross, open, back, forward, cross, open. Now I'm like getting so far away from the camera. I'm gonna come a little bit closer. So we are stepping back, front, cross it over, and open. Step back, front, cross, open. Back, front, cross, open. Now when we do it a little quicker, we have 5, 6, 7, 8, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now, if this is like way too complicated and you're like, nope, not feeling it, stick with the regular T-step. Stay with, like, master the step before and then get to this part. Then allow yourself to like evolve to the next move because it can be a little bit tricky. But if you already have the T-step nailed and you're like, solid, got it, good, challenge yourself and try rocking because it is its own flow in itself. And it's like a really dope move to add into your dance. So we're going to go into the last move for the shuffle section. And it is just a spin. Just one simple spin that I love to do when I'm shuffling and not cutting shapes. So it looks like this. That's literally it. And now when you'll see, it's like, why is she teaching me this? It looks so simple. But this is something that I love adding into my dancing because when you have the running man nailed down and you can do that, it kind of spices up like your movement. So if I'm just here, right, and then I'm into the running man, it's way cooler than just like, yeah, I'm dancing and I can spin, right? Like, it's just fun. So it's the simplest spin ever. So say I'm facing the back, so you can copy me exactly. This is the front. So you're going to step out to the front, looking straight ahead. Now you're going to turn around your right leg and spin, and now you're facing the back. So your back should be towards me. And then to finish the spin, you're going to spin around your left leg, that right leg comes up, and now you're facing front again. Yeah? So try it again. So we're here, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3. Right? So now we're going to add in the running man at the end to tie together the shuffling portion before we move on. So I'm gonna give you some counts to do this with. So we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4. Only 4 counts. So we are going to step out 1, spin around your right leg, 2, spin around your left, and as you're mid-spin, 3, 4, you're gonna go right into the running man. So you're going right into that jump out. Yeah, let's try it with some counts. 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4. We're gonna try it again. 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's try one more time. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. Cool. So now we're going to tie all of that together with some music. Okay. We're going to just try that spin move. Oh, wrong part. One, 2, 3, 4. Right? Try it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. Try it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. So, when you put things to music, like I said, it can get harder or it can get easier. So I want to give that option for everyone. All right, so now we're going to move into the next portion of the workshop, which is shapes, which I love. And that is all that fancy, crazy footwork that you see us shufflers do. So we're going to just get right into it and not waste any time. So the first move I'm going to teach you is called the Polly Pocket, and it looks like this. This is the Polly Pocket. Cool? Yeah, you see us shufflers doing that all the time? Well, this is how it is. I'm going to teach you right now how to do it. So from the back, it looks like this. Right? This is literally it. I saw a tutorial once, and the guy broke it down in such a different way that I was able to like understand, and it made it so much more like simpler in my brain. So I don't remember what his name is, so I can't even give him credit. I wish I saved the video or something. But the way I'm going to explain it, how he explained it, which really made it click in my head. So the Running Man that I taught before, right? This one, the Running Man. Here, it's literally, even though it looks completely different, it is the same core steps as the Polly Pocket. So I want everyone to do the Running Man with me, and then I'm going to explain how you can switch it to give it that Polly Pocket look. So we're here doing the Running Man, right? So now I want you to, instead of going on your toes and being flat-footed, pick up your heels. So now you're tapping your heels instead of your toes. And now the next part is your hips. So you're going to turn your hips from side to side as you're doing this. And the key is to make sure you're doing those 3 steps. So it's not one step, or it's not the 2-step, like you're not doing this, right? Or I don't even know how to do the Running Man wrong because I've been doing it for so long. But that's something common that people do is they'll just here, and then they're here, and they don't make the full steps. So as long as you know you're getting those 3 steps in, right? You pick your heels up. So now my heels are down, and then I'll do it from the back. And then you are going to be turning your hips. And now when you turn your hips, naturally, your leg is going to go to the opposite side. So my right leg is facing the right corner. I'm at the left corner. So you're going to continue the Running Man, that same motion, and then you're going to turn your hips again. And now we're going to the right side. Switch, here, switch, here, switch, here. So we have our normal running man, right? Pick up your heels, and then you're turning your hips, and your leg is just going opposite, and you're keeping your hips turning. So slowly, we jump out, and you turn your hips, back leg comes up, and now you're gonna shoot your leg the other way, and your hips turn with it. And then you pick up your back leg, goes forward, hips turn, switch, here, up, switch, up, switch, up, switch. Speed it up a little bit. Cool? So that one is a lot of fun. And there's so many variations of all of these moves. I'm just giving you the basics. And then I'll have like classes in the future where I'll go into them even more and explain them further. But I'm just gonna try and keep it super simple for this class. So the next move, or actually before I move on, let's just try that Polly Pocket with music.
Falling into you.
Okay, we're gonna do some chami. Oh, missed it. Hold on. Okay. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8. We're gonna try it on the half counts. Ready? 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So, I'm telling you, with repetition, your muscle memory will build. So just keep practicing. Watch this as many times as you need to. Okay, so we have the Polly Pocket down. Let's move on to a little crisscross combo. There are so many variations. I'm just gonna teach you one. So it looks like this. We have cross, heels, cross, heels. From the back. Cool. So to start this little combo, we have, you're in this neutral position, right? And we're just going to cross our legs. Doesn't matter which one. You can cross right in front of left, left in front of right, whatever you want to do. Just cross your legs. This is one. And now, and you're going to hop back to the center. So now your knees are a little bent, and both your feet are just straight down. And now the next move, so that's and. So 2, you're going to pop out onto your heels. And now this one is hard to do slow. So you pop out onto your heels. That's 2. And you come back to the center. So we're here. 1 and 2 and. Right? Try it again. It's very, so okay, so when you do this slowly, it kind of feels like you're just like trying to do it and it's not as, it's very heavy. So when you do it faster, it builds up the momentum. So you kind of just pop out on your heels, like you're not really standing there. So it's way harder to do this one slow. So when you do a full 8 count of this, for example, as I'm going to teach you, then you'll have the opportunity to like switch which legs you cross, or you could do the same one, it doesn't matter. So we have cross and heels and cross and heels and cross and heels and cross and heels. And when I was learning this move or this combo, I would literally say that in my head to myself over and over again. I was like, all right, cross and heels and cross and heels, and the putting some like words to what my feet were doing was like very helpful and like reminded me like what to do with my feet and where they need to go. So let's try it with some counts at a slow pace, and then we'll pick it up. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8, and do it a little bit quicker. 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8, and. All right, now we're gonna try it with some music. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8. Try it again. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8, and 1. Woo! That is a workout. Just doing that over and over again. It's a workout. Okay, so we're gonna move on to the next move. This next move is called the scissors. It's a little scissor move. It looks like this. Once again, there are different variations of this move. I'm just gonna keep it simple. It looks like this. So, from the back, it looks like this. So, to do this, similar to like the Polly Pocket that I first taught for the shape section, we are jumping out with whatever leg you want to start with. I'm starting with my right. So I'm standing on my left leg. My right leg is facing the left, and my foot is on its heel. So you're here, and now you're going to just take your whole body and turn it this way. So now turn the opposite direction. So we started out here. Now you're just going to jump and face the right. And now you're going to switch. So you're going to take your left leg, and it's going to go on its heel, and your right leg is going to now be holding you up, and you're facing this way, and then you're going to jump and turn to face this way. And then you switch, and you just keep repeating. So then you switch, and then you turn, switch, turn, switch, turn, switch, turn, switch, turn, switch, turn, switch, turn. Cool. Let's try it again. So with some counts, we would go, these are, so you can do it slower or faster. If you're gonna do it with an and count, it's gonna be slower. If you're doing it with, it's gonna be faster. If you're doing it like on each count, it will be slower. So for example, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 versus 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 and, right? So for this case, let's just do it with just each count is its own. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, and or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, and switch 2, and 3, and 4, and the trickiest part with that move specifically is just making that switch. But I'm confident that you guys will get it because if other people can do it, you can do it. There's nothing stopping you. It's just your own mind, you know? So just get out of your own way. Just keep practicing. Keep trying. Because where your energy goes, you'll see that it will start to make a difference and it'll reflect and you'll start to see that you're getting good at this thing, you know? So let's try it one more time and then we're going to move on. So we have 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Switch 7, 8. Switch 1, 2. Switch 3, 4. Switch 5, 6. Switch 7, 8. Let's try it quicker. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 and. Now, the quicker you go, make sure you're bouncing more and you're staying light on your feet because it will help you if you're jumping to get from one side to the other, right? Yes? Got it? Alrighty, so we're gonna move on to the next move. This next move isn't, I wouldn't consider it like cutting shapes, but I put it in this section because it's just good like to incorporate with cutting shapes, and there are ways to make it look more shapier and like give your body more like you can make more, I don't know what I'm trying to say. Like there's ways that you can make it look more shapy and not just a regular move. But this is pretty much like a universal dance move. It's used in so many different styles of dance, and it's a kickball change. So it looks like this, right? It's just these kicks from the back. It looks like this. So if you have a dance background, you're like, girl, I got this. If you don't have a dance background, don't you worry. I'm going to teach you this move right now. So we're going to start with our right leg kicking out, and we're hopping on our left leg, right? So this right leg is going to kick out, and this left leg is hopping to the right. A tiny bit, just a tiny bit, you're hopping to the right. Right? So that is 1. Now you're going to jump down onto your right leg and this left leg is going to stay up here. So we're here 1 and now you're going to repeat it. 2 and. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 1 and 2 and. We are kicking out, step, kick, step, right? So out, step, kick it out, step. So quicker with some counts, it would be 1 and 2 and. So let's just try that before we add the other leg. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1 and 2 and. Try again. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1 and 2 and. So just remember, kick, step, kick, step. So now we end here. We're going to repeat the same thing, but on our left leg. So you're going to kick, step on your left leg, right leg comes up, kick, step. And now this gives us the opportunity to repeat it, to go this way. Kick, step, kick, step. Kick, step, kick, step. Switch, kick, step, kick, step. Switch, kick, step, kick, step. Now this one can be tricky to get your feet to coordinate with your brain, to do what you want them to do. So I'm telling you, just with practice, doing it a million times, you will get it. You're jumping out on your right leg, left leg hops. Then you're stepping on your right leg, left leg comes up, and then you're gonna step again and kick that leg out. And then you go back on and you lean on your right leg. This left leg, now it's her turn. You're gonna kick, step, kick, step. Repeat on this leg, kick, step, kick, step. So now with counts, this is on an and. So it is 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So with counts, we have 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So let's try it with some music. See if you guys can get the hang of this. Five, 6, 7, 8, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. This one's a little too fast. I don't want to start you off that fast, so I'm gonna not do that one. We're gonna go back to the slowest song on the playlist. Okay. 5, 6, 7, 8, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. We're gonna do it slower. 1 and 2 and switch 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Remember, kick and kick and kick, 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 step, kick, step, kick, step, kick, step. Alrighty, so as long as you remember, kick, step. You're kicking, then you're stepping down. And then once you do it faster, let's try it to a faster song, just to challenge you guys. And this is like a universal dance move. It's not just the shuffling. So who knows? Maybe you guys will be able to do it. So this one is fast. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Try it again. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Slower. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Switch. Go. I know you've been treating yourself wrong. Don't be afraid to challenge yourself too, guys. Like if you have like faster music that you want to dance to, try it. That's what I did when I was learning. I never danced to slow songs. Okay, so we're at the hour mark. So now we're moving into the last 2 sections. We're halfway through the class. So this next section is very small, but it is very important. and it is transitions. So, basically, these can be used during any point of your dancing, but they work well. Like the first one is the universal knee. So it is your knee. It is this position. It is the middle position of the running man, and it's also like in the kickball change. It is also in rocking or T-stepping, and it is in rocking too. That knee at that 90-degree angle, that is a transition point. So when you are putting together any of these moves that I'm teaching you, your knee is going to help you do that. So if your knee is here, you can then step and go whatever way you want and do whatever it is that you want to switch into. You can go into the Polly Pocket, right? Because your knee is like up there. From here, you can cross, right? Do these that I taught you. That knee is super important. So if you're in the middle of dancing, say you're just starting, you can only do the running man, and you're standing there and you're doing the running man, and you're like, wow, I really want to do that T-step. I don't know how to do it. I don't know how to get there from where I am right now. When you're at this middle position, that gives you the opportunity to stop, switch. Now you're T-stepping. And then you can keep doing the running man because that knee is up there, right? I'm here, I'm gonna stop, switch. Now I'm T-stepping. Now I can do the running man again. Do you see what I mean? This knee is going to take you places. So from the back, we're just gonna combine the running man and the T-step, like what I just did. I'm gonna show you how to do it. So we're going to start on the left side, because with the T-step you travel, or the right side, whatever one you want to do. So we're gonna start by jumping out. 1, back leg up, front leg comes to the middle, and put it down, 2, and 3, and 4, and now for 5, we're going to go heel, toe, 6, and 7, and 8, and so a little quicker. We're gonna go 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8, and cool? Yeah? Let's do it a little quicker. 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8. Now we're going to add to it. So we're here, 8, and we're going to jump out again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, this won't work. Hold on. We're going to add in, or no, we're not. Okay, hold on. Now we're just going to do it on our other leg. Forget that. We're going to start on the right side now, and we're going to go that way with our T-step. So I think we'd have to start the running man with our left leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah. So this time when you do your running man, make sure you jump out with your left leg to start them. Otherwise, you'll be on the wrong foot when it comes time to do the T-step. So we're going to do the same exact thing that we just did, but on this left leg. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8, and. Now, let's do it a little quicker. 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8. Cool. I'm going to put on some music, and we're going to do it together. Too fast. Alright, we're gonna go with some loud
And when I leave the kiss, you said I'll probably take you some bits. And I'm like, hell no, been waiting too long. Hell no, I want that cool love.
Alright, so we're gonna start with our right leg.
Too long.
1, 2, 3,
Hell no,
4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1. Let's try again. This side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're gonna try a slower song. Let's see, hang on, give me a second. Okay. We got some Kygo in the house. This is always great. Let's do it again. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Repeat it. Start it in one leg. 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. So the next move that I'm going to teach you, the next combo, is what we're doing right now. We are going to add in a back step. That way you don't have to awkwardly stop and pause and wait and switch your legs. So all together, it would look like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, back, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So those moves I taught you in the beginning of class, we're just putting the first 3 moves I taught you all together, so it makes this fluid combo that you can get started with. And this is the only 3 things that you can do, or if this is, you can only do one thing after this class. That is like all that matters. Like, that's really all that matters, and you'll be solid. You can put on music, and the rest will come over time with your practice. But we're gonna get into this. So the running man, we're going to do it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Or here, I'll stand this way. 4, and then we're gonna T-step. 5, 6, 7, 8. Now from here, our knee is in that spot where we want it, and we are going to jump out into the running man. 1, 2, 3. And on this, we're going to kick back 4, and now our knee is in that spot to go to the left to do the T-step. 5, 6, 7, 8. And you can keep repeating this. 1, 2, 3, back 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, back 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, back 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, back 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're going to do it a little bit slower. So 5, 6, 7, 8. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, back 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, back 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You literally can do this forever. So we're gonna do it with some music. five, six, seven, eight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, back 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, back 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, back 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, back 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good job, guys. I know you're killing it. I know you're killing it on the other side of the screen. All right. So we are going to get into the next combo that I'm teaching y'all. It is a shapes combo. So we are going to start out with the Polly Pocket. I'll show you what it looks like first, and then I'll teach it to you. So this is what it's gonna look like. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. From the back, it looks like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and 7, and 8, and now with all of these combos, these are things that you can just literally keep doing over and over again, and it will get you started. This is the foundation. These are the first moves I've ever learned in shuffling, and the ones that I would just keep doing over and over again until I felt comfortable and was able to learn new ones and find my own flow. So we're starting with the Polly Pocket. So remember, we jump out, leg goes to the left. Pick your back leg up, and then you switch. Now it goes out that way. Pick your back leg up, and then you switch. So we're gonna do that 4 times. So we're gonna go 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and from here, your leg is in that transition. It's in that transition spot. So we are going to cross and heels and cross and heels and cool. So that is what it's going to be. That's the counts, or I didn't give you counts, but that's the movement. With counts, we have 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. So if anyone is struggling with this part, right? If that's if that's too much for you already, you're like, no, I'm doing enough. It's too hard. You can keep it simple if you just want to be able to follow along and keep up, and you can just crisscross, right? Instead of jumping out on your heels, you can just keep crossing your legs. So it would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1. You know what I mean? You can make it easier. You can modify it. So let's try it with some music. Slow music.
Don't waste your time, make some love that lasts. Don't waste your time with looking back. They're broken pieces of past. Come here and make some love that lasts. 1, 2, 3, 4, cross, heel, cross, heel. 1, 2, 3, 4, cross, 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 cross. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Alrighty, so another transition that I want to explain a little deeper. For this one, for example, when you're doing this quickly, so you're here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This This jump out, this stance is also a transition. So you could be, you're here, 2, 3, 4, jump, right? You're just stay like this position, just shoulders and legs like aligned. You're just here. From here, you can just jump into any move. You can jump into the running man. You can jump into the Polly Pocket. You can jump into a spin. Do you see what I mean? That movement, that jumping is what's going to keep you going and build you that momentum and help you like stop, collect yourself for a second, think, what am I trying to do? And give you that extra second to get into it and to get yourself into the position. You're ready, right? Now you can do this. And you're back doing this, right? So that is just another little key piece of information to help you on your shuffle journey. Okay, we're gonna try that one again with some music. We're doing that Polly Pocket again with the cross.
You'll never be my
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright, so the next combo and the last combo that I'm going to teach you is the Polly Pocket with the scissors move that I taught earlier. So it looks like this from the front. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and 7, and 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. Keep it going. Right from the back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right. So we are going to do the Polly Pockets like we just did. We're here, same thing. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. You're gonna act like you're doing it again. But now remember, 5 and switch and switch and switch and. I need a sip of water. Give me a second. So, let's try it slowly with counts. So we're here, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 and. Cool. Let's try it all together. 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and 7, and 8, and. Let's try it again, just a little slower. 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and 7, and 8, and. Now, let's try it with some music. Five, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This one is a little fast, so we're gonna try it to like the half beats. Like, keep it going, but we're gonna do it slower than the song. All right. Alright. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 and 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 10. Let's try it full speed. Just give it a shot. If the song does this. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This song's about to end. Okay. We're gonna try. We're gonna go through all of the combos I taught one more time to end class. And since there's like no choreography, these combos could be a choreography. So I gave you those four. Give you the 4 combos. You could put them all together next to each other, use those transitions that I taught you to merge them together. And then you basically have like a beginner's choreography made for you. But I don't want to overwhelm any of you guys with like a whole choreography, because it's like, this is fun and this is the start of your shuffle journey. So I don't want you to be like intimidated. I don't want you to feel like discouraged. I want you to stay motivated and hopeful that you'll get it and it'll click. So feel free on your own time to merge these together, try them, just keep practicing them, drill them. You will nail them. And a trick is to just dance to slower music, because I didn't do that when I was learning. So we're going to start with the first combo with the running man and the back step and the T-step. So remember, we're here. Back, T-step. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Now we're going to go into the spin into the running man. We're going to give that one a shot, remember? So we're here, 1, 2, 3, 4. Pouring from my bedroom window, what a day, what a day, what a moment. Alright, ready? 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alrighty. Now we just have those last 2 to go over one more time to conclude class. Alright, ready? Polly pockets for the crosses. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You can modify it. Cross, cross. 1, 2, 3, 4. You can modify things. I want you guys to know that. There are so many ways to do these moves. Okay, so we're gonna just try the Polly Pocket and scissors one more time to end off class. And then we're wrapping it up. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's do it to a half speed. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and 7, and 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so that concludes the Beginner Shuffle and Shapes workshop. I just want to say thank you to everyone who came and everyone who bought the recording. I appreciate the love and support so much. I'm so grateful. And like I said in the beginning, if there are any questions at any point during this, send me a message. I'm here to help you. I'm here to be your coach, tell you what you could do better, give you tips and tricks and all that stuff. And if you just need something explained better or you're confused about anything, just let me know. I'm here to help. And yeah, that's really it. I'm working on a website, so it is easier to find my classes and easier to stay up to date on when I'll be teaching next. But for now, just keep an eye on my stories and stuff, and I'll be teaching. I'm working on a lot of more beginner things because I love making intermediate and advanced choreographies to teach, but I want new people to start dancing. It's time to get the whole world dancing and like raise the vibe of the planet, you know, like we all just need to be dancing. So the beginners, you need your classes, you know, so I need to start focusing on that more, and you will see plenty of content for you guys soon. So yeah, I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you so much for coming. Yeah, have a beautiful rest of your Monday night, wherever you are in the world. I don't know what time it is by you guys, but it's getting late here. So I'm going to head out. Thank you so much for coming, and I will see you next time. Peace out, guys.